Okay, so after much deliberation, I've had a quick look at the map and I've decided I'm going to take a ride over to Rothbury and then hopefully take a look at going over to Keilder and back through Keilder Village and then onto one of my favourite roads that I've put on the channel many times before. So all in all, a little bit of an unplanned magical mystery tour. We'll see how we go on. Okay, so I'm really excited because sometime next week I am going to be heading up north, going out on my tour. I'm going to be doing the Scottish North East Coast 250, then jumping straight across to central Scotland and doing the Heart 200 route, and then after that jumping straight across to the west coast and continuing with part of the western side of the North Coast 500, and then back down home, coming through central Scotland, through the Highlands, and all the way back down to Kelsey. So I can't tell you how excited I am to get out and do that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. This route we're taking today, Rothbury, I have done it once in the past when lockdown was permitting last year. Me and the wife managed to get out on it. It's a lovely ride from what I can remember. As long as the rain holds off, hopefully we should get some good footage. I've recently installed a 15-tooth front sprocket to the bike on the Benelli TRK 502X. Gone up one tooth from a 14-tooth up to a 15-tooth. There is an in-depth review of fitting and road testing the whole process on the channel if you'd like to take a look at that. If it's not already up there, it will be coming soon. I do apologise, I've got a lot of films to edit and I'm not really sure what order they are going up onto the channel, but if you're interested, just keep an eye out on the channel because it's either on there now or it will be coming up. What I would like to say is, it's made such a difference to the bike. It's 70 miles an hour, it's only about 5,000 revs, 5,000, it's only about 500 revs, I apologise, but you wouldn't think that sort of rev range would make much difference, but it just makes the bike such a more comfortable place at speed. I really recommend it to anybody who does a lot of miles and they've got a Benelli TRK 582X. It's a very simple job to do. It's not an expensive item to put onto the bike, and the benefits are just amazing. It really, really adds to the pleasure of riding this bike. Once again, absolutely fabulous roads. Again, this is about, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes from where I live. It doesn't matter which direction I go in from my home, I'm just on fantastic, amazing roads everywhere I go. I'm heading over to Wooler at the moment. I'm going to stop at Wooler. We'll fill up, put some fuel in, some go-go juice, and then we'll head on out and head towards Rothbury. Okay, welcome back everybody. Here we are now on the B6341, heading towards Rothbury, and just look at those views, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we ride motorcycles. So just riding along and thinking to myself, you know, if I was some Elon Musk or some crazy inventor, what type of tech would I invent? Well, I can tell you straight away what I would invent. I am so sick today of getting on and off the bike and pressing all the different buttons and syncing phones. It's just a nightmare. I've got 3 different cameras on the go. You're forever changing batteries, and then you're trying to use the app on your phone and it won't sync with the camera, and oh my word, I tell you what, it is such a faff to get all the footage for these videos. People who have never attempted to do it will never know. So what would I invent? I would invent a little console that can sit on the handlebars, just like this thing here. Don't know if you can see that from my Oxford hot grips, and you can attach it to each camera, and with one press of a button it'll switch the camera on, start recording, press the button again and it goes off. How amazing would that be? You know, you could have 3 or 4 cameras, little compact module on the handlebars, just 4 buttons on. Oh, it would make your life so much easier. Yes, obviously you've got to get on and off the bike to replace the batteries and everything, but I can't tell you what a bind it is, what a pain it is. Especially when you've got 3 cameras on the go. It's just an absolute nightmare. Sometimes it can detract from the ride as well. Wow, look at that place over there. But yeah, sometimes you know, it can detract from the ride as well, because it takes the enjoyment out of the ride, because you're just constantly faffing around with cameras. You know, if they invented a camera where you could have a super mega long battery life and you could just leave it running for 2 or 3 hours, that would most probably alleviate a lot of the stress and a lot of the faffing around. But yeah, that would be my invention, that would be my gift to the world, the gift to the motorcycling community. So we're just heading through Rothbury now. It's quite a popular place with motorcyclists. Doesn't look too busy today. It's just nice to get here. It's ages since I've been here. I mean, like I say, there was a brief period last year where the lockdown wasn't on and I was actually at home and could get out on the bike, and I came out with the wife. It was an absolutely stunning day, absolutely red hot, totally amazing. Couple of bikes up there. But yeah, for anybody who's within the vicinity, if you've never been, get yourselves out. It is a great place to ride a motorcycle. Okay, so now we've got to Rothbury, what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to Keilder Castle. And then if the Keilder Forest Way, which is it's like a gravel track that runs for a couple of miles, is open, I will do the gravel track in its entirety. It's a very easy off-road track. I mean, I've done this track 2 or 3 times, and if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I am the world's worst off-road rider. Wow, what is this strange light? Could this be sunlight? Just lately the weather has been atrocious. Hopefully next week when I start my tour of Scotland it will be a lot better. I'm a bit limited on when I can actually go, because I've got to have my first vaccination, so my COVID jab, so I will be getting that on the 2nd, and I have a little bit of business to attend to over in Barnard Castle, so that may be another video. There's some great routes and some great roads going over towards that part of the world, so I'll most probably do a little film of that day out. And then after that I am good and ready to go whenever the thought takes me. Oh, this road is just amazing. The B6341. I can't see the B6341. My sat nav was rattling around and was blurring my vision. I love these type of roads. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the big fast A roads with the big sweepers, but they do get monotonous, you know, and there's always a lot of traffic on them. Whereas this road, it's more sedate, the scenery's amazing, it's up, down, left, right, and adventure bikes are just suited to these type of roads. Just absolutely amazing for these type of roads. I'm so glad that I came out today as well. When my mate phoned me up, I was literally to get on the bike to go and meet him, and he sent me a message saying that his Ducati had died on him. And I looked at the sky and it was grey and overcast, and it was, you know, it looked as though it was about to rain, and I thought, oh, should I bother? I'm so glad that I did. Look at the weather now, absolutely amazing. Tell you what, there are some lovely properties along here. I bet they're worth an absolute fortune. Big red flag there. I wonder if this is some sort of military range that we're going through. Oh, I'm just going to have to go past Mr. Audi's doing my header. Spoiling the view. Don't like to get too hot-headed on these country roads, especially ones that I'm not familiar with. And that was the weirdest thing, just at the pair of Wellingtons left at the side of the road. I think you would notice if you've lost your Wellington boots out here. That could be another thing as well, yeah. So put in the comments, what is the weirdest thing you have ever found at the side of the road? And what amazes me as well is, I think that's the first time, those Wellington boots, where I've ever seen a pair of footwear together. Because normally at the side of the road, it's one flip-flop, it's one trainer, it's one old knackered walking boot. Why is it never two? I just can't work that one out. I love these little bridges, these little country bridges. Years ago we had a motorhome, and my little nephew, he was only about, I don't know, 6 or 7, and we used to take him on holiday with us, and he used to absolutely love it. And we always used to tell him that trolls lived under the bridges. You could never stop the car on a bridge, because if you did, the troll would come out and get you, and if you couldn't pay him, then he'd turn you to stone. And I always used to, as we were going over the bridges, I'd always take my foot off the accelerator and just jar the vehicle back. Oh no, we're breaking down on the bridge. And he used to go mad. Oh, I can't tell you how much I am enjoying these roads. Silky smooth, and they're just left, right, up, down. Everybody watch out for the trolls down here. Get turned to stone. Okay, I think I've been on this road before, and we are in for a treat. It is an absolutely amazing road. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the B6320, and I can highly recommend it. Well, you know what, everybody, I couldn't have asked for a nicer day today. The temperature is just absolutely perfect. I haven't got my heated gloves on, I haven't got my heated grips on. no heated clothing on. I'm just in my Ariche laminated suit, and I'm just nice and toasty, you know, that perfect temperature when you're not too hot and you're not too cold, just perfectly comfortable. Oh my god, it's that time again, the bane of my life, time to change yet another battery. Folks, just stopped off at Keilder Water on our way to Keilder Castle. Absolutely stunning place. Just took the opportunity to take the Insta360 camera off the front. It was mounted down here. Take that off because we're going to be doing a little bit of the off-road section coming up. So all we need to do is jump on the bike, put the old gloves on, and off we go. Okay everybody, so here we are at Keilder Castle. This is the beginning of the track that I was talking about. You can see the signs just here. Keilder Forest Drive, and it is 12 miles long. There is a pay thing here, not quite sure how much it is. Just £3, how good is that? So I think what we'll do is we'll just head over there, see if we can get something to eat, a little bit of lunch, and then we will make our way along the Keilder Forest Drive. Okay then. So that is the toll paid, £3, absolute bargain. And away we go. So hopefully the camera battery will last for the whole of the entire route. And this is the Keilder Forest Drive, heading out from Keilder Castle. I have done this route a few years ago. It was in winter time, but I did it on a little 125 with sunny terrain, the bike my wife had when she was learning to do a CBT and everything, and it's pretty tame, so I'm not too worried about it. As I say, I am the world's worst off-road rider, so let's see how we go on with it. I did come down earlier in the year, or last year should I say. It was when there was a little gap in the lockdown, when they had that period where they did lift the restrictions and you could go out. However, when I got here, unfortunately it was closed to the public, so it was a bit of a wasted journey. I've never really been one for off-road riding, it scares me to death. But stuff like this, just hard gravel tracks, I can cope with no problem. And as you can see, it's not all dirt track, there are some paved bits, even though it is quite potholy and crumbly in places. But I know further on it does definitely turn to hard gravel. I'll tell you one thing, if you're expecting one of these videos where you see the back end kicking out and wheel spinning and little jumps and that, you are going to be sorely disappointed with this video. Well folks, that is the end. I don't think it was 12 miles, I think it was more like 1.2 miles. But yes, very enjoyable. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Well, today has been an absolutely fabulous day. It's really wet my whistle, ready for my long tour of the Scottish Islands coming up soon. And an absolutely fantastic day. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I've got lots more coming up to the channel soon, so please subscribe if you haven't, and please if you've enjoyed the video, give it the big thumbs up and press that like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and the channel will be premiered to more people who don't normally watch it, the more likes that you lot give. Okay, so this is me entering back into Scotland. Oh, where's he going? Right, welcome to Scotland and the Scottish borders. So it won't be long now until I'm back at Jedburgh. Just look at that view, everybody. And this is why I love living here. I say it in all my videos, but what a place to live. And this stretch of road coming up now, there's anybody who knows it, there's S-bands, and it's quite a steep incline as well, and I always find them a lot more easier and enjoyable to manage coming uphill than I do going downhill. Just me personally, my rubbish riding skills. You'll see what I mean in a few moments. Okay, so here we come up to the S-bands. Woohoo! I really should have had the Insta360 on ready for this. Never mind, next time. Tightens. Fantastic road. Okay everybody, and on that last little enjoyable note, all that's left to say is thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you continue to enjoy the channel. More footage coming soon, so all that's left to say is Bike Rider Reviews out.